Hi, I'm Todd with AutoCustoms. Today we're going to install the Iron Cross RS bumper on this 2014 Tundra. Let's go ahead and get started. Well, we've already got an aftermarket rigid grille installed, so this install is going to vary slightly from stock. But either way, what we're going to do is going to go ahead and remove these 4 screws up at the top. Those bolts are going to come out with a 10 millimeter. We're going to pop out these pins here. Next, we're going to go ahead and pull the grille back. We're going to pop it out of the clips that attach it to the rest of the truck. Now we're going to go ahead and set the grille to the side so we can reinstall it later. Next, we're going to remove these 10 millimeter screws that hold the plastic valence underneath the headlight. We're going to repeat that same process on the opposite side. Next, we're going to remove these push pins that hold the plastic valence in place underneath the headlight, and we're going to pull the valence out. All right, once we take the plastic valence, pull it out this way, we're just going to pull away from the fender. We're going to pop right out. We're going to retain this to reinstall later. We're going to repeat the same process on the other side. Next, we're going to remove the front mud flap. Now, we have a lifted truck, so our front mud flap has already been removed. All right, next we're going to remove the plastic that attaches to the skid plate from the bumper. Use a 10 millimeter to pull that off. 3 screws. Now, underneath each one of the headlights, we've got a couple of 12 millimeter bolts. We're going to remove those from both sides. Next, we're going to go ahead and disconnect the fog lights. All right, so now we can go ahead and remove the front bumper cover. It's just going to slide right off. Next, to gain access to remove the crash bar, we're going to reach in with a 17 millimeter deep well socket along with an extension and remove the nuts that hold it onto the studs. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the aluminum crash bar. Next, remove this bracket from the frame. We're going to use a 14 millimeter and pull them right off. Now we're going to orient the passenger side bracket. The high side is going to go up top. It's going to line right up to the factory studs, and we're going to use the factory bolts or the factory nuts to hold it in place. We're not going to tighten them down all the way at this time. The driver's side is going to go on the exact same way. Okay, now we're going to take our Iron Cross light. We're going to take our mounting bracket and see the curved end up top with the bolt head sticking out. We're going to take and drop it right into that hole, and then we're going to slide that to the side. Do the same with the next bracket. Drop it into the hole, and then slide it to the side. Once we've done that, we can take and pull back on the brackets, drop the washers down, and then slide it into the channel. slide it all the way forward. And then tighten down these bolts. And this way we can adjust the way that the fog light points up or down. And once we've adjusted it, we can tighten these down. We can go back later and we can readjust the angle of the fog light. Next, we're going to go ahead and lift the bumper up and set it into the brackets, resting the bumper on top of the bracket. And we're going to take the provided bolt and washer and put it through the hole in the bracket. We got the top hole in place. We're going to go ahead and set in the bottom. Next, we're going to use our provided washer, lock washer, and nut. We're going to hand tighten on both sides. So next we reattach the lower valences so we have a frame of reference of how to align the bumper. Then we're going to align the bumper front to back, side to side, up and down, and then tighten up our hardware. So we reattached everything we took off, we aligned the bumper, and that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts. We're here to help you out.